Hola, Grand Rising. Hey everybody and hey to nobody. Um, Let me invite a couple people. I don't know who's up. I don't really know. Anyway, I'm up. And what I wanted to talk about, because nobody's joining, but it's okay. I still need to talk about it. What I wanted to talk about is this cold and flu season. Everybody seems to have a cold, the flu, and I just want to talk about it. So I'm just going through inviting some people in to my live. That's all I'm doing. Okay. So it's cold and flu season, and I want to talk about that. I have a product quite naturally that is, hey Sheila, quite naturally is my colloidal silver. And I take it regardless to if I'm feeling good or feeling bad. How are you? You still in Pontiac in Michigan? Anyway, let me get this out. Hey everybody, hey to nobody, because I'm being told and I'm being obedient. So I'm taking the comments off my screen because I'll get distracted. But I want to talk about cold and flu season. During the cold and flu season, it is important that you stay pay attention to your body is what I'm trying to get to. And like I said, quite naturally is my colloidal silver. It falls under quite naturally and a couple other products. But the one thing I want to say is listen to your body. When you have a fever, naturally your body knows not to. That's why you lose your appetite, because your body, when you eat, your body temperature raises up. So the body knows, okay, I have a fever, so I'm going to take the appetite away so I can lower the temperature. Whereas when you have a cold, you seem hungry. Well, the old saying, feed a cold and starve a fever, or starve a fever and feed a cold, it is an old folklore, but it makes so much sense, because when you have a cold, you need nutrients to fight the cold. So you need nutrients to build up your immune system, and like your white blood cells and stuff, the part of you that fights off your immune system, the part of you that fights off infection. So that's why they say feed a cold, starve a fever. Because when you starve the fever, naturally you're not burning up calories, you're not stoking the furnace. Because when you put fuel in the fire, it makes the fire higher. So I came up with this today, so it's kind of like a download, but it's my time to have a cold. I catch colds. So right now, I'm taking colloidal silver. I'm drinking 7-Up Pop and Vernors. That helps me. That's why I used to always talk about it's ginger honey. I believe that you should take ginger. I believe that you should take teas, and this is the season for teas and tissues. So you make you some ginger tea. I make a little thing that I call myself. I make it myself. This is what I give me and my kids. This is what I give anybody that needs it. When they ask me what to do with a cold, I make a tea, and we call it pink lemonade. I put it in a mason jar. And all it is peppermint tea or lemongrass tea or whatever kind of tea you like. I would say get a herbal tea. Nothing caffeine if you can help it. But if you can't help it, do what you do, because I used to do black tea when I first started this. But I noticed that the herbal teas make me feel better quicker. So you take a herbal tea, lemon tea, ginger tea, whatever. You take some ginger, hot water. I would use spring water or distilled water. Try to get away from them purified waters, because those waters add salt to them. Sometimes I guess when you're fighting a cold, you might need some sodium replacements, but I would go with Gatorade or Pedialyte to get your electrolytes up. So you take the water, I take a peppermint. This is what I've always done. I take a peppermint and a cough drop and some honey and whatever tea I'm making. And if I got some lemon juice, some natural lemons, I'll put some lemon juice in there and shake it up and just drink it. You can drink it hot or cold. But when you have a cold, it's best to drink warm stuff, because you don't want your bronchial tubes to start clogging up from the mucus. It's good to stay away from dairy products. And dairy products include milk, eggs, cheese, meat. Anything that comes from an animal may produce more mucus. That's going to clog you up. You don't want that. If you can go old school and find you like some Buckley's, and it's terrible. The things that would make you feel better when I was growing up didn't taste good. They try to disguise them now, but they don't work as good by putting all these sugars in them and stuff. To me, they don't work as good. And then they put alcohol in it. And when you're sick, everybody says, take a hot toddy and all that. But if your immune system is compromised, I try not to do alcohols, because I'm already in a compromised situation. So I try not to do liquors. I try to look up for another natural way. Well, I know most times they put alcohol and stuff just so that you can sleep, and that helps with resting. But when you wake up, you still feel all congested and stuff, and then you're drained, because now my body got to try to burn up the liquor and fight the liquor. But you do what you want. I'm just telling you how I do what I do. So, feed a cold, starve a fever. Makes a lot of sense, because when you have a fever, your body temperature is already high. So why would you put fire in the furnace? No. But when you have a cold, in order to fight that cold, you want to feed your body so it can raise your immune level. You want to stay hydrated. You want to stay warm. That is very important, to stay warm. So, you got a cold already and you going out to shovel the snow and stuff. It's not good. It's best to stay dressed in layers. Cover your head, cover your feet. One of the best things my kid's grandmother taught me was, when you have a cold, take some Vicks, put it under your armpits, put it on your bottoms of your feet. I came up with this. I put it on my neck and I wrap myself. If I don't have a scarf, I put a towel on or a turtleneck or something. If you got some footed pajamas, it would be the best thing. Treat yourself like you're a baby. And when a baby is sick, they don't stay under the cover, so you put them on the footed pajamas. When you're sick, especially when you're old and sick or older, we're so used to thinking that hot flashes is just a part of life. No, a hot flash is saying something is imbalanced. Something is wrong. So it's like a flash, like a warning. Oh, something is wrong. So it's a hot flash, okay? To me, it's not something that I want to have all the time. So when you're sick, you need to bundle up. This is what I sleep in, stuff like this, because I don't wear it out. But I try to stay warm. I put on socks, and that's to sleep in, because your body is trying to sweat it out. When you eat, you're putting fuel in the furnace. So you're putting, and hey everybody, because I took the comments off because I'll get distracted. So when you're feeding your body, when you have a cold, you're putting fuel in the furnace. So I'm fueling the furnace, and that is making my fighters in my body. Say the furnace has fighters, and it's trying to burn up the stuff that's in me. Now with colloidal silver, no matter what you use it for, if there's a problem, it's gonna push it out your body. So if I have a cold, whatever infection is in there, it's gonna get rid of it. So I'm noticing that I'm taking the colloidal silver and I'm mixing it because somebody suggested that I mix it. And I usually don't listen to people. I'm kind of hard-headed like that. But they've been telling me this for years. If you take the colloidal silver and heat it and mix a TheraFlu with it, you'll feel better in a day. Well, I've never done it until last night because I was feeling bad. And I always use myself as an experiment. I test on me first. So, okay, I did it. And I did feel better. I hate to tell this person he was right, that I do feel better. But like I said, sometimes you don't get the man, you get the magic. He's always passing me little magical things. So I accept that. And it allows me to heal whatever we had, because most times I would run away from whoever I had something with instead of sitting there and facing the problem. Because whenever you meet somebody, no matter who you meet, most times they're there to teach you something, male, female, whatever. You meeting people because they're part of your soul journey. They're part of your spiritual awakening. Soulmates. That's why I say soulmates aren't twin flames. People always say, is that a soulmate? Okay, it can be the soulmate, but understand they're going to teach you a lesson. I don't want too many more soulmates for real, as far as on an intimate level, because he's just there to teach me a lesson. I'm looking for my twin flame, so I'm working on me to prepare myself for my twin flame. But getting back to this cold, because I have a cold, and I felt the cold. When you let that cold in, say you get a chill and you can't get rid of it, that's the cold saying, hey baby, I'm coming to visit you. So immediately you need to start working on it. You don't wait till it get worse. You start working on it immediately. Soon as you feel that tickle in your throat, soon as you feel that chill in your body, start working on the cold. When I was younger, I would take Tylenol. And if I feel that little tickle, immediately I would take Tylenol. Now when I feel the tickle, and I felt the tickle, but Cassandra wanted us to have a cold, so she didn't get up and do what she was supposed to do. And because Cassandra is the transportation, she's the vehicle, Cassie can't do much. Cassie told Cassandra, you need to get up right now because I had a tickle in my nostril. So it's located in here. You have to pay attention to your body. I had a tickle right up in here. It felt like some duster had got in my nose. Well, that was my body let me know it's coming through here. Somebody probably sneezed or something around me. Well, it caught on right in here. And all I had to do is get up and drink some silver, spray some silver up my nose, and it would have localized right there because it's an infection. But I didn't. But I still got time. I got to go through it, but I'm not going through it as hard as if I didn't do these things I would go through. You can't just sleep on yourself. You just can't. Because, yeah, it'll run its course, but we're at a time where you can develop pneumonias. You can develop bronchitis, bronchial asthma, all of these things. You don't want to let them fester. It's some other things I'm sure that I could think of, but like I said, I'm having a download. And I'm not a doctor. I'm just going by what works for me. How I see it. That is my mantra. How I see it. That's the only way I know how to deliver it is how I see it. So that's why I tell people to take colloidal silver, because it's a natural antibiotic. And of course, they're going to tell you it's going to turn you blue. But you have to go back to when you were younger, some of us. When a baby had a hernia on the belly, they put a silver dollar on the belly. Nowadays, if your baby is born and they tell you that the baby may need surgery or whatever, you can take a silver dollar and put it on the belly. They'll tell you that the tape is child abuse. The tape that you use for the baby to hold the cord. When you were younger, you didn't worry about those things. Or when we were kids, the old people didn't worry about those things. They used what they had. So that's the reason why I push colloidal silver, because it just makes so much sense. So, of course, they're going to give you the pros and cons of everything. But you have to do your own research, do your own due diligence, and find out for yourself. If you get it, this is what I always tell people. This is the quickest way to see if colloidal silver works for you. If you get a small paper cut or something, spray some silver on it and see how quick it heals. See how quick it doesn't hurt. Because a paper cut can really hurt for a minute. Excuse me. Be your own test. If you have a burn, if you get a burn, put some colloidal silver on it. To me, for your toolbox or for your medicine cabinet, you should have colloidal silver. You should have tea tree. You should have peppermint oil. You should have rosemary. You should have all these little essential oils to help you on a natural level. Can't always run to the doctor and cure yourself. You know what is wrong with you. So those are the things you should do to try to help yourself. So right now, kind of feeling congested, which gives me a headache. Of course, I want to go out. I would love to do readings and all that. But in order to fight the cold, the best thing for me to do is sleep, rest, feed the cold, starve a fever. I don't have a fever. But I know because I'm congested up in here, it's causing pain in here. Pay attention to your body. Listen to your body. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of fluids. Try to stay away from purified water because it has a lot of salt in it. And for you to do a test to see how much sodium is in it. If you have an altar or if you don't, put some purified water and some sink water, some tap water in a glass. Set it on your counter. And as it starts to evaporate, I can't say that for some reason, you're going to see salt around the glass. That's the sodium that you're putting in your body. Or that's the sediments, because I don't know what is in the tap water, but I know it leaves a salty-like substance in the glass. So, I'm just here talking about the baby germ season, how to take care of yourself naturally, the things that I do, how I see it, how I make myself feel better. I also like chicken noodle soup or chicken and rice soup with lemon. You know how you can go to the Coney Island and they have a lemon chicken and rice lemon soup. Though that really helps. So when you make chicken noodle soup, if you open you a can of chicken noodle soup, put some fresh lemon or some squeezed lemon, some kind of lemon, because spiritually, lemon cuts things out. So think of yourself as a temple. And the things that you would do on the outside, try doing some of those things in the inside. You are the temple. You have to keep the temple clean and healthy. So clean and healthy eating will help you preserve the temple. If you think of yourself as a candle, you want your light to shine bright, you got to keep your body right. You got to treat your candle right. The sun is shining in my window, and it just lets me know I'm on the right track. So I want to read something to you because I wondered about this. Couple years ago, I write. One of my names is Baby Jap, and I write. That's who takes care of the writing. So I wrote a poem, and it's called Baby Germ Season Again. Because most times we get a cold to build up our immune to fight a cold. So this is my little poem because I'm putting myself out there. It say, can you catch a cold over the phone? Can you catch a cold in the house all alone? I woke up with a runny nose, sniffling and sneezing. This shit is displeasing. Did my phone give me the disease then? Because all I did was answer the phone. I wasn't even in the roaming zone. I asked the question, do you have a cold? Was that question obnoxious and bold? I didn't mean it. I just wanted to know if the nice person had a cold. Now I'm pissed. I got a running nose again when I thought I was just being a friend. Note to self, don't worry about it. Don't ask that bullshit again. So I won't be asking people if they got a cold. I just know that I'm telling you how to take care of yourself during this season when people are coughing in their hands and then they touch things, or they're coughing in the air and then you inhale what they coughed out. Be careful. Keep you some Kleenex and keep you some tea. And this is Cassie D of Cards and Conversation. Cassie Durwin on Facebook, YouTube, and IG. And just feel better, you guys. Research colloidal silver. Get you some ginger in your house. You can go to an Asian store and find all kind of stuff because they truly, to me, are the grandmasters of teas. So try to heal yourself naturally. Try to do more herbal teas than you do caffeinated teas. Caffeine kind of puts you at a disadvantage. Try to stay away from them, but if you can't, hey, do what you do. Do how you see it. I'm just doing how I see it, and that's the only way I know how to do. So this is Cassie D again, and I just wanted to come in this morning because I'm being obedient. The sun is coming in the window, and it told me to share. So talk to you later. Share this video. Peace.